Hello YouTube, Canadian Edge here, and we're going to do a knife review today. And today on the table we have the SOG Flash AT. And this model has been out for a little while. It's not like a new model from SOG, sorry, not from NOG, from SOG. It's been around for a little while. But I finally got around to picking one up. I meant to do one a while ago, but finally got it here, and we're going to take a look at it. So this guy, he has a blade length of 3.45 inches, so relatively big knife. Open, it is 8.29 inches. Closed, it is 4.67 inches. It's got D2 steel on it with a drop point blade, and I got junk on it already. The weight on this, it is 4.49 ounces, so it's a little weightier knife. You definitely notice it when it's in your hand and when you have it in your pocket. The handle on this, it is a textured GRN, glass reinforced nylon polymer. The pocket clip on it, it is reversible, tip up, deep carry, and very deep carry. You don't see hardly at all anything of the knife other than the pocket clip. So I like that. It's maybe not the most stylish way of mounting pocket clips, but I like the pocket clips on the end here because it works well and fits great in the pocket, so that's nice. Opening, it is a dual thumb stud opening on it, and it is assisted opening, so it snaps out there really well, and that's one thing you have to pay attention to when you open that up, because it has a good snap to it. The lock on this, it is a crossbar style lock. They call it the ATXR lock. It's a lock of their own design, I guess. But it basically boils down to a crossbar lock. And one little function on this guy, it does have an extra safety. I think because of the snappy assist on this bad boy, they threw a little extra safety on there, so when you have it closed, you push down on the safety and it won't open up, so it's going to stay nice and secure in your pocket. When you need it, it's easy to maneuver back and forth right there, and then just flip it open. So I know a lot of people don't really like the safeties and that on there and think it's a silly idea to have a safety on the knife, but with the way that thing snaps, I don't mind it, so I'm good with it. Size comparison, we have the Ontario Rat 2 and the Benchmade Bug Out, so you can see there's a bit of difference there. It's got a little bit of length compared to these two guys, and we will grab a couple more here. We've got the Civivi Cogent, and it's a little bit longer than that, and also the Sencut Saxi, and it still has a little bit of length on the Saxi, so it's a good size knife, definitely in the big category. And you definitely notice it, as I say, when it's in your hand. So the D2, it is a fairly hard steel, but it holds an edge for quite a while. And you can see it has no problem cutting paper. So good sharp edge on it when you get it. And we will try the good old zip tie and see how it fares with that, and it goes through that. I forgot to mention too, it does have jimping on the back, which is nice. And there's jimping on the safety as well to make sure you got a good grip. And so I'm a big fan of jimping. Anyway, back to sharpness. It goes through the zip tie no problem, and gosh, yeah, no effort involved in going through that paracord. So nice thing too, there's no blade play. It sits in there very nice and solid, and it lines up down the center. So it fits well. And you've got a little bit of writing there on the blade. Studies and Observations Group, SOG Flash AT Cryo D2. So the D2 steel, nice that it carries an edge for a long time. It does take a slightly bit more effort to sharpen, but nothing serious. I have sharpened a couple D2 steel blades, and it doesn't take, a whole lot of effort. So that's good. The aesthetics on this, you know what, it's a very generic looking knife, but I like what they've done with the pattern on the handle. The blade, nothing spectacular about it, but it looks good. It's, not a wow factor knife, but I like it. I think it has a good look to it, and it works well. I like it. The ergonomics on it are really good. You get a nice control on it, and if you're, again, slicing like kindling or sharpening a stick for around the campfire, cutting up, tomatoes or mushrooms or different things for your cooking, you've got good control. It feels good in the hand, fits nicely in the hand. It's a good size handle, at least for my hand. It feels good. They've got a flatter pocket clip in there, which shouldn't cause too much of a hot spot. The jimping on there gives you a good solid grip. So you feel like you've got good control. And the way they've cut in the finger grooves here, it just gives you that little extra secure grip. So good grip. The pivot on this, it is a snappy pivot and assist, and it was really stiff when I first got this knife. If you saw the unboxing, it was quite hard to open. I gave it to my son for about a week, and he just fidgeted with it when he had spare time, and so it works well. But I do want to warn you, you want to have a good grip when you open this thing up, because it snaps. When it snaps open, if you're not hanging on, it could snap out of your hand. So that would make you dance to avoid getting hit by the blade. But yeah, definitely a snappy assist on this thing. And it fits good in the pocket, but on the, dislike side, it is a heavier knife. And for some people, that's not a problem, not a big deal. It's not a deal breaker for me either. I have carried this myself for a few days, and it's not like horrible in the pocket for weight, but you do notice it more than a lot of other knives that I do carry. But yes, it is. I would highly recommend this as an everyday carry knife for anybody who's doing odd jobs and stuff in the yard and maybe in the campground, and you could use this on a work site, no problem. It's a good solid knife, and I know a lot of SOG knives get used by military people. I'm not sure about this one, how many military people carry it, but they do make knives designed for military and stuff like that. So this is a knife you can use. It's not just one to carry around and show. It's meant to be worked, and and so you can put it to use if you own it, and it'll hold up for you. At least it should. I do have a couple other SOG knives that I've carried for a while and haven't had any issues with them. They seem to be good and solid and trustworthy. So that is the SOG Flash AT, and you can find these around there. They're usually in the $80, $90 range. Well, no, they're sorry. I'll correct that. They're just over $100 usually here in Canada for these guys. I will see if I can put a link down there to these, and I managed to find this guy on sale, so I was very happy about that, and picked that up for $68 instead of 100. And I think they go around 112, 110 here in Canada for the most part. So be sure to check them out. They are a good solid knife, and if you like a little heavier knife, I think you'd really enjoy this one. So SOG Flash AT. All right, that's it for this review. Check out the other videos, leave a like, leave a comment, hit subscribe, and we'll do this again. But until then, you stay safe and stay sharp.